Alright, let's continue with practice 4 question 1. So notice that 2b equal to negative 3, or 2b equal to negative 3. What is the value of 1 minus 4b? So you can know 1 minus 4b, and you notice that 4b is double of 2b. So 1 minus 2 times 2b in this case. And 1 minus 2, 2b is negative 3, you put in negative 3 here. So negative 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, positive 6. Positive 6 plus 1 is 7. The answer is 7 in this case, E. Number 2. They ask you if A is a negative integer and B is a positive. A negative, B positive. Which of the following must be true again? A negative, B positive. So it's positive plus a negative greater than 0. It's not necessary. So it's out. Oh, this one is out. I don't know this yet. And then positive minus negative become positive on the top. Divided by negative, so it's always negative. Yes, 2 is correct. So 1 is out, 2 is correct. So no 2 is out, no 2 is out. So that's a C. You don't need to go over 3 anymore. But you want to go look at 3. Negative to the power of positive. Right? Depends. It can be negative or positive. So number 3, if the product of 5 number is positive, product of 5 number is positive, and most, how many of the 5 number could be negative? Well, this is a very easy one. You know that 2 negative become 1 positive, so the maximum is 4. Okay, even number of negative will become positive. One of them must be positive in this case. Number 4, for which of value k, for which value of k is the value of k negative? So this means this must be negative. So when this is negative, you put like this, and we are not going to go over all the things, we just do the simple one. So I assume that k equals, let's assume this is equal. So you have k equal to 0, k equal to 2, and k equal to negative 1 by normal factoring. So I draw a number line in here, put in order for these 3 numbers. Negative 1 is the smallest, then you have a 0 and you have a 2. Now the easier way is to put in the number here. You see that negative 2 is on this side, negative 1 is here, 0 is here, 2 is here. So negative 1, 0 and 2 are all out, because it's on the line, which this means they are equal to 0. So only negative 2 and 3. So either you put the number here or put the number here. Okay, let's do 3. 3 is easier. 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. So all these are positive. So 3 is out. The answer is negative 2. On this side, this is negative. This is negative. This is positive in this case. This will be negative, and this will be positive, not including negative 1, 0, and 2. Right? So number 5. So they say p squared 2 minus 5 plus negative p squared equal to 1. So 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Negative 3p squared. So it's got negative 3p squared. Negative square is positive. P squared is positive. P squared, so plus p squared. So you have negative 2p squared. Answer is C. Okay, when it's in parentheses, the square and negative become positive. Number 6. n plus 5 is odd. So this means this is even. So the answer is C right away. Okay. Which of following statement must be true when a less than 0, b greater than 0? So this is a is negative, b is positive. A plus b greater than 0, not necessary. It's something like number 2 before. B minus a, 1 is out, so definitely out. So you know the 2 must be correct, so I don't need to go over 2 anyway. I just take the 3. In this case, a over b, a times a is over b. So you notice that a times a is a squared over b must be greater than 0. Let's see. A is negative. Negative square is always positive. Anything square become positive. Positive over positive is always positive. The answer is 2 and 3. D. Let's go to number 8. This is negative 2 cube. Negative cube is always negative. 2 cube is 8. Plus negative square is positive. 3 square is 9. Negative 8 plus 9 is 1. Number 9. Which of the following statement must be true? So this is the positive fractions, negative fractions, right? Positive number and negative numbers. So you know that when you square a number in the positive side, they're always greater. When you square a number in the negative in the positive fractions, it becomes smaller. So c squared less than c is true because it's positive side. So c is one more is correct. Oh, only this one is wrong. Out. A squared is greater than c. You square a negative number, which is not fractions, is always become positive, so it's greater than c, obviously. So 2 is right. The one without 2 is out. So you have last one. B is less than 1 over b. B is less than 1 over b. So b is a fraction, negative fraction here. You can write down in this case, we write is b squared less than 1. Fraction squared is always fractions. And then it becomes positive, so it's always less than 1. So it's correct. D is correct. Now let's go for number 10. Which of the following statement must be true? And this number 10 is based on the graph on top. Right? Again, A is a negative number, B is also negative fraction, C is a positive fraction, and D is a positive number greater than 1. So notice the first one, AD greater than B. A is a negative number that is less than negative 1. And D is a positive number. Negative number times positive will be very negative, more negative. And B is a negative fractions. So A times D is even less than A. So the answer should be incorrect. So B must be greater in this case. So 1 is out. So you cancel all the 1 here. Right. Number 2, AB greater than AD. So notice that A is negative. You cancel the negative, you have to switch the sign. So it's B less than D in this case. Let's check. B is obviously less than D. So number 2 is correct. So you cancel E. So now you have to check 3. 1 over A greater than 1 over B. A and B are both negative. So when you move around B and A, B move over, you switch the sign one time, and A move over, you switch the sign again. So it's B greater than A. So on this case, B is actually greater than A. So the answer is 2 and 3, which is C.